Here we are in January of 2021, and it's time for another real estate market update. It's time to look back at what happened in 2020 and what the experts are predicting about 2021. And at a couple of points in this video, I'm going to get on my soapbox a little bit and give you some advice about avoiding clickbait on YouTube. Hi, I'm Bob Woolverton. I'm with Pure Real Estate in Bellevue, Washington. Here on YouTube, I'm known as your Northwest Realty Advisor. When people ask me what I do for a living, I tell them I help people sleep at night because my clients can sleep in comfort knowing some of their largest assets are in competent and knowledgeable hands. I'm also the author of 2 books, The Part of Leadership No One Talks About, that's available on Amazon.com, and more importantly for viewers here, my secret wealth of information for any home seller. And I put a link in the description below where you can get a free copy of this book. All you have to do, tell me where to send the book. When we come back after this 8-second break, I'll tell you what happened in the real estate market in 2020 and what the experts are predicting for 2021. So stick around. So what happened in the real estate market in 2020? Well, we had significant gains in equity nearly everywhere in the country. You can see in this chart from CoreLogic that the state of Washington had the highest average gain of equity in the entire country at $36,000. That was more than double the national average of $17,000. And if we go deeper into this, $17,000 is the national average gain in equity on a mortgaged home. Now, CoreLogic says that 38.2% of the homes in this country are owned free and clear. And 10.8% is the increase in overall equity, totaling over $1 trillion. This growing equity has and will continue to help people weather the storm relative to things they may be experiencing as a fallout of the pandemic and the challenges that's resulted in businesses and the economy across the country. And this brings us to a topic that really irritates me about some irresponsible real estate videos that you'll see on YouTube. Lately, I've seen a number of clickbait videos talking about a housing market crash in 2021. Many of them are merely spouting their opinion without any supporting data. One video I found particularly disturbing was a real estate agent talking about how there are so many homes with mortgages and forbearance, which is going to lead to a ton of foreclosures in 2021 and ultimately a housing market collapse. First of all, whenever I talk about statistics in my video, I always tell you or show you the source of the information. Like right here on this slide, this information is from CoreLogic. You can find them on the web at corelogic.com. They are recognized worldwide as the premier supplier of U.S. real estate, mortgage, consumer, and specialized business data, and they supply high-value information analytics and outsourcing services to thousands of companies that use their data to make timely and insightful decisions. You'll also see some data in my presentations from Pulsenomics, and you can find them on the web at pulsenomics.com. Now, Pulsenomics is an independent research and index product development firm that leverages its expertise in data analytics, opinion research, financial markets, and economics to deliver unique insights and market intelligence to institutional clients and the public at large. So, when you see YouTube real estate videos where the person is merely giving their opinion, well, you know what they say about opinions. For example, the guy who is predicting a huge real estate market collapse in 2021 due to mortgage forbearance and the impending flood of foreclosures? Well, let's look at that prediction for a moment. Okay, right here on this slide, using CoreLogic as the source of the information, 38.2% of all homes in the United States are owned free and clear. There are a little more than 87 million homes in the entire United States. That means 33 million are owned free and clear, and approximately 54 million carry a mortgage. Of these 54 million homes, 2.7 million are in mortgage forbearance. That's 20% of all the mortgaged homes. Now, data in this pie chart is from Pulsenomics. And this is a survey from a distinguished panel of over 100 economists, investment strategists, and housing market analysts, i.e., this information is from experts in the field. The survey from Pulsenomics shows that 58%, more than half of the mortgages in forbearance, are expected to resume their mortgage payments and stay in their homes for at least 1 year. Another 24%, or 648,000, are expected to resume their mortgage payments and are likely to put their homes on the market within 1 year. And the remaining 18%, or 486,000, are expected to go into foreclosure. So 486,000 homes expected to fall into foreclosure of the 87 million homes that exist in the United States. That is approximately 1/2%, 0.05%. That means that for every 10,000 homes in the United States, that suggests that 5 out of every 10,000 homes may fall into foreclosure. That's the cold, hard numbers. Does that sound like a housing market crash in 2021 to you? Well, you decide. Okay, I'm going to get off my soapbox. We'll move on now. Okay, in the state of Washington, we experienced more than double the national average of home appreciation in 2020. Now, here is the forecast of the national average home appreciation for 2021 as estimated by the National Association of Realtors, Zelman & Associates, Realtor.com, CoreLogic, Freddie Mac, Fannie Mae, and the Mortgage Bankers Association. The overall average of all of these estimates is 4.1%. So that's the average estimate for the national average. The question is, how will Washington State compare to the national average? Well, you can look at our jobs market, you can look at our low volume of housing inventory that's available for sale, and decide for yourself what you think will influence our local market. Now, there is a current survey by Pulsenomics that thinks that the rate of appreciation for the Seattle area is going to slow down in 2021 compared to what it was in 2020, and it's probably a safe bet to err on the conservative side. Then if the market outperforms, you'll be pleasantly surprised. Looking forward at how the unemployment rate may recover from this pandemic, currently, from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, our national unemployment rate stands at 6.7%. Future projections from a survey of economists done by the Wall Street Journal is shown in this chart in the blue columns, and projections by the Fed are in the green columns. In both cases, the projections are showing improvements in the unemployment rate. Now, let's talk about interest rates. As we all know, mortgage interest rates have been going down to historically low levels. That's because the federal government is pinning down mortgage rates by all the action they're taking in the secondary bond market. Mike Frantantoni, the chief economist of the Mortgage Bankers Association, goes on to say this: we're going to start to see mortgage rates drift up with Treasury rates as opposed to moving in the opposite direction. And that's probably a good prediction for the future, that mortgage interest rates will begin to slowly climb in 2021. Okay, in this market report, I wanted to accomplish two things. First was to give you an update on how we did as a market in 2020, and we saw in Washington State, we appreciated it double the national average. And we looked at what the experts are predicting for 2021. And the second point I wanted to cover, and this is me getting back on my soapbox again for just a moment, one thing that really irritates me is when real estate agents post videos making market predictions using only their personal opinion, especially those who claim there's going to be this huge real estate market crash in 2021. We all know that negative headlines and negative YouTube thumbnails get twice as many clicks, and false information travels through the web 6 times faster than the truth. So when you see these types of videos on YouTube, be alert to look for their source of information. When you detect that their market prediction is only based on their personal opinion, well, then interpret that accordingly. Be alert and look for a source of real estate information that comes from the experts. Personally, I have a master's degree, but the experts at organizations like CoreLogic, Pulsenomics, Zelman & Associates, they're all a lot smarter than I am, and they crunch the market numbers every day, all day long. And that's why I share their data with you, because they're the experts in predicting market trends. Are economists ever wrong? Why, sure they are. Oftentimes, they don't even agree. That's why you should get as much information as you can from the experts and then make up your own mind as to what's best for your specific situation. Nobody has a crystal ball, and no one can predict the future with 100% accuracy. But my recommendation to you is this: don't bank your largest asset or assets, i.e. meaning your home or your investment properties, on the personal opinion of some guy or some woman on YouTube who doesn't even identify which real estate market they're in. Look for the sources of their data and what data they used to form their opinion. Oftentimes, that's all it is. It's their opinion. And for me, when I watch those videos, at worst, it was a waste of my time. And at best, it might cause me to do further research and locate information from expert sources that has some true value. Well, that music means we're out of time for today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, click that subscribe button and click that reminder bell. That reminder bell will notify you when I post new videos. If you'd like to get a copy of my book called My Secret Wealth of Information for Any Home Seller, I posted a link in the description below. All you have to do is tell me where to send the book. If you'd like to contact me, you can find my email address and my telephone number in the description below and at the end of this video. Call me or email me. I'd love to hear from you, and I'd love to represent you in your next real estate transaction. I'm Bob Woolverton. I'm with Pure Real Estate in Bellevue, Washington. Here on YouTube, I'm known as your Northwest Realty Advisor. When people ask me what I do for a living, I tell them I help people sleep at night because my clients can sleep in comfort knowing some of their largest assets are in competent hands and knowledgeable hands. And every Tuesday morning at 7 a.m., I post new videos about buying, selling, or investing in real estate, as well as some home tours and listing videos. I look forward to seeing you next week.